Every garden begins with understanding its needs. Imagine your garden as a thriving ecosystem, teeming with life. It's not just about the plants you choose to grow, but how you create a harmonious environment for them to thrive in. To start, it's crucial to understand your local climate zones. These zones are a guide to which plants are likely to thrive in your region. They're determined by factors such as the lowest temperatures experienced in a year, the length of the growing season, and the timing of frosts. From the scorching heat of a desert to the cool, misty mountains, each zone has its own unique set of conditions that influence what you can grow. So, before you start planning your garden, take a moment to research your local climate zone. Sunlight is another vital factor to consider. Some plants bask in full sun, while others prefer a shady corner. Observe your garden throughout the day to understand where the sun hits and for how long. This will help you position your plants to their best advantage. Soil pH is a measure of how acidic or alkaline your soil is. Just like us, plants have a preferred pH level where they can access the nutrients they need. You can test your soil pH with a simple kit from your local garden center. If your soil isn't quite right, don't worry. There are plenty of ways to adjust it, from adding lime to raise the pH or sulfur to lower it. Water, the nectar of life. All plants need water, but not all plants need the same amount. Some plants are drought tolerant, while others need a consistent supply of moisture. Understanding your garden's water requirements is crucial to maintaining a happy, healthy garden. In conclusion, understanding your garden's needs is more than just knowing what plants to grow. It's about understanding the unique characteristics of your environment and how to create a thriving ecosystem within it. Knowing your garden's needs is the first step to a thriving garden. So let's step into this journey together and watch as your garden flourishes through the seasons. Spring brings new life, and it's time to awaken your garden. As the days grow longer and the air becomes warmer, your garden begins to stir from its winter slumber. This is a season of growth, of rebirth, and it all starts with preparation. Picture this. The remnants of winter are scattered across your garden. The fallen leaves, the frost-bitten debris, these are the remnants of a season past. It's time to clear away the old to make way for the new. With rake in hand, you begin the process, revealing the raw potential of the soil beneath. Next comes the preparation of the soil. This is the bed where your plants will grow, the foundation of your spring garden. It needs to be nourished, enriched. So you add compost, you till the soil, making it ready to support the life that will soon spring forth. Now it's time for early planting. This is a delicate process, a dance between you and nature. You're deciding what to grow, what to nurture in the coming months. You're not just planting seeds, you're planting possibilities. There's a whole palette of colors to choose from, the vibrant reds of poppies, the sunny yellows of daffodils, the soft pinks of cherry blossoms, each one an early spring choice, each one with its own unique bloom time. But it's not just about the color, it's about the rhythm, the timing. You need to know when each plant will bloom, when each seed will sprout. This is the symphony of spring, each plant playing its part at just the right time. And as the conductor of this symphony, you need to know the score. With the right preparation, your spring garden will burst into life. The seeds you've sown will grow, the plants you've nurtured will bloom. And as you look out over your garden, you'll see not just a collection of plants, but a living, breathing testament to the cycle of life. This is the magic of spring, the awakening of your garden. Summer is a time of growth and enjoyment in the garden. It's the season when your green thumb's hard work starts to pay off, and your garden becomes a vibrant oasis. As the days become longer and the sun shines brighter, your garden's needs shift. Watering becomes crucial. Remember, early morning or late evening is the best time to water your plants to prevent evaporation. Consistent watering keeps your plants hydrated and healthy, ensuring they can withstand the summer heat. Mulching is another key summer task. Spread a layer of organic mulch around your plants to help retain moisture, suppress weeds, and regulate soil temperature. It's like providing your garden with a natural, protective blanket. Now let's talk about harvesting. It's undoubtedly the most rewarding part of summer. Fresh tomatoes, crisp cucumbers, fragrant herbs. There's nothing like the taste of homegrown produce. Regular harvesting encourages more growth, so don't be shy about picking your ripe fruits and vegetables. But summer isn't just about maintenance, it's also about vigilance. Plants are more susceptible to pests and diseases in the heat. Regular plant health checks are essential. Look out for signs of stress like wilting or discoloration. If you spot any pests, tackle them before they become a problem. Natural solutions like introducing beneficial insects or using homemade sprays often do the trick. In the midst of all this maintenance, don't forget to enjoy your garden. Take time to admire the beauty you've cultivated. Watch the bees buzz around your flowers, the butterflies flit from plant to plant, and listen to the birds sing their summer songs. Remember, a garden is not just about the fruits it bears, but also the joy it brings. So take a moment to sit back, relax, and soak in the fruits of your labor. After all, what's the point of having a garden if you can't enjoy it? Summer in the garden is all about maintenance and enjoyment. So get out there, keep your garden thriving, and don't forget to savor every moment of this lush, lively season. Autumn is the time to prepare your garden for its winter rest. As the air turns crisp and the leaves begin their colorful transformation, your garden requires a bit of TLC before it can peacefully retreat under the winter's blanket of snow. Think of autumn as a time of renewal rather than an end. It's the perfect season to plant bulbs that will greet you with their vibrant colors come spring. Daffodils, tulips, and hyacinths are excellent choices. Plant them deep, around 3 times their height, to ensure they survive the winter frost. Adding compost is another crucial autumn task. Compost enriches the soil, providing your plants with the nutrients they need to thrive. And there's no better time than autumn to add this black gold to your garden. As the compost breaks down over the winter, it feeds the soil, preparing it for spring planting. Mulching is like tucking your garden in for a long winter's nap. A generous layer of mulch protects the soil from harsh winter conditions, conserves moisture, and suppresses weed growth. Organic mulch like straw or shredded leaves can also enrich the soil as it decomposes. As you carry out these tasks, envision the before and after of your autumn preparation. Picture how your garden transitions from a vibrant summer haven to a quiet winter retreat, only to burst into life again in spring. The before may seem a little messy, with spent plants and falling leaves, but the after is a neat and tidy space, ready for winter's arrival. These autumn tasks may seem like a lot of work, but they're an investment in your garden's future. The effort you put in now will pay off when your garden awakens in spring, full of life and color. And isn't that a sight worth working for? Autumn preparation ensures a successful spring bloom, so roll up your sleeves and give your garden the care it deserves. Remember, your garden is a living, breathing entity that rewards your efforts with its beauty and bounty. Here's to an autumn filled with fruitful preparation and anticipation for the seasons to come. Winter is a time for protection and planning in the garden. As the chill sets in and the landscapes turn frosty, it's crucial to safeguard your precious plants. Covering delicate perennials with insulating materials can protect them from harsh weather conditions. It's also an excellent time for pruning. By cutting back old growth, you make way for new life to flourish when spring returns. But winter gardening isn't all about braving the cold outdoors. It's also a season of cozy, indoor activities. As you sip your hot cocoa by the fireplace, why not start planning for the spring? Browse through seed catalogs, sketch out your garden layout, and select the varieties you'd like to grow. Remember, just as in life, winter in the garden is not a time of rest but a time of preparation. It's the quiet before the burst of life in spring, a time to plan, dream, and anticipate the beauty that lies ahead. Opening. A garden is a year-round journey reflecting your care through the seasons. As we've journeyed through the vibrant life cycle of a garden, we've seen how each season presents its own unique challenges and rewards. Like a symphony, each movement in the garden's year has its own tempo and rhythm, its own part to play in the grand composition that is your garden's life. In the spring, we saw how the garden awakens from its winter slumber, with a burst of energy and growth. This is the time when the garden is most responsive to our care, as we clear away the remnants of winter and prepare the soil for the planting season. We learned about the importance of choosing the right plants for your climate and soil type, and how early spring planting can set the stage for a successful gardening year. As the days lengthen and the temperatures rise, summer arrives, bringing with it a time of maintenance and enjoyment. This is the season when the garden is at its most vibrant, with a riot of colors and fragrances filling the air. We discussed the importance of regular watering, mulching, and pest management to keep your plants healthy and thriving. We also touched on the joy of harvesting, as you reap the fruits of your labor and share the bounty of your garden with friends and family. With the arrival of autumn, the garden begins to wind down, preparing for the coming winter. This is a time of reflection and preparation, as we plant bulbs for the next spring and add compost and mulch to protect the soil. We saw how the tasks we undertake in the autumn can have a profound impact on the garden's health and productivity in the year to come. Winter, often seen as a time of dormancy and inactivity in the garden, is in fact a crucial part of the garden's life cycle. This is a time for protection and planning, as we winterize the garden, cover delicate plants, and prune where necessary. We also discussed the importance of indoor gardening activities, such as planning and seed selection for the next season. But the journey doesn't end with the arrival of spring. A garden is not a static entity but a living, breathing ecosystem that changes and evolves throughout the year. And just as the garden changes, so too do we, as gardeners, learn and grow with each passing season. We've traversed the cycle of a year in the garden, and now, it's time to step back and appreciate the garden in its entirety, the year-round garden. This is where we see the fruits of our labor throughout the seasons, where we witness the beauty of nature in its full glory, and where we find joy and satisfaction in our efforts. A thriving year-round garden is not just about the plants and flowers that fill it, but also about the wildlife it attracts, the sense of peace it provides, and the joy it brings to those who tend to it. A garden that thrives all year round is a testament to the care, dedication, and love poured into it by the gardener. We've talked about the different tasks and challenges that each season presents, but it's important to remember that gardening is not a chore, but a journey of discovery and growth. It's about learning and adapting, about forming a bond with nature and understanding its rhythms and cycles. It's about the satisfaction of seeing a seed sprout, a flower bloom, or a vegetable ripen, knowing that you played a part in its growth. In the end, a year-round garden is more than just a collection of plants. It's a living, breathing ecosystem that reflects the changing seasons and the care of the gardener. It's a source of beauty and joy, a place of refuge and relaxation, a space for growth and learning. A year-round garden is a testament to the power of nature and the resilience of life. So as we come to the end of our journey through the seasons, remember that your garden is a reflection of your care and dedication. It's a space that grows and changes with you, a place where you can learn, grow, and find joy in the simple pleasures of life. Closing. Start your journey today and create a garden that thrives year-round.